So I was a professor at North Park University teaching youth ministry. And my sister passed away after 5 weeks in ICU. The chaplain actually said, she goes, "This is one of the most traumatic deaths I've ever seen."
Hmm.
Um, we were called in about 7 times to say our final goodbyes, and just in a medically induced coma. It was hell. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is what hell is. Okay.
Mm.
Um, and so then, after a time of grief and close, I had about a month sabbatical before I had to head back in the classroom. And I thought, how do I head back into a classroom and teach youth ministry and discipleship and the things of God when I still believe in God, but I don't like him right now. I don't
Hmm.
trust him. Um, and that's when I was authentic with my students and just said, just need to know I'm going to teach you some things. Right now, I'm not necessarily on the same page with this, but I believe you need to know this. And they were very gracious with me. And we just talked through, it's like, these are just some basic principles. This is where I'm at spiritually. But then I saw a spiritual director, and he just helped me do the hard work of, he goes, "How are you taught to grieve? How are you taught about death?" And I'm like, "Well, let me tell you my theology." He goes, "No, no, no, not now, then as a child." And listening to God, what are my early theological views on grief and suffering and death? Um, and then for him, as he would listen to me, to say, um, "Don't stay on the couch with this. Wrestle with God,
Hmm.
like Jacob wrestled." The tendency is for people just to check out. And he goes, "Don't." And so to have that person listen with me where I was at in my journey, and to say, "This is my encouragement to you." Um, the encouragement of emotions come uninvited. And so, as somebody Minnesotan, again, I control my emotions. And for him to give voice to, no, emotions will come uninvited, and let them be. Um, and it gave me permission. It gave me
Yeah.
guidance to know what to do with the chaos. And I also was working with a therapist at the same time. It was fabulous.